Part two, unpopular opinions. Here we go. Let me play something.
Balloon. Shiloh 27. I don't know. He gives a lot for me. And I like my man's really chill because I like to do the most. So my man needed to be like in the background, like watching over me. I don't need my man doing the most when I'm doing the most. Okay. Yeah.
Jay?
I mean, that's kind of full circle on the first episode I was in. I said that too, so I get it. But what gives you a lot? Like,
I don't know. It looks like you're like very goofy. Like you go out like as like Africans, like the Liberians would say, you like to fill a place. Like you like to be the center of attention, and I get attention. I don't like to be the center of it. So it's like when we go out with you, a lot of time I'm just gonna be feeling like you're doing the most, and I don't like that. I like my man laid back, very laid back. Like I need to be like, babe, let's get out the house, and he gonna be like, leave me alone. I'm tired.
if you
You look like you love to be outside.
I don't.
And I love to be outside.
Hold on. Hold on. And I know it's one person. Don't kill me. But then I have another one. Give me 1 second.
The more I just kind of studied you, I realized that you're not necessarily my type. You seem just a little bit too chill. I love chill people in general, but it has to be like a balance for me. So.
Okay, so you want to be a little more... What you want me to do?
It's your posture, tone of voice, the questions that you're asking. So, yeah.
Got you.
Okay, all right. Now, she's someone that's your type.
She cute.
Cute. Maybe I'm old. That's great.
You can be cute at any age.
I know. I'm just messing with you. Thanks.
Oh man. I'm not gonna keep playing clips because there's a lot of clips I have, and I'm funny as hell. There's a lot of the studying that I've done too, because I fucks with human behavior. I always said to my mom I should have done sociology instead of doing, I was going to do psychology before going into my business degrees and everything like that. But sociology class, when I took it in college, interested me very, very much. And to this day, it still interests me because the human behavior, the way people operate, the way people say shit is just very interesting. Very, very peculiar. Things that break down with what people say, how people act. And, it's just certain things. It's like, for example, and this is what my unpopular opinion is. This will be short too because I got other things to do, but you know what I mean? I'm going to give you something. One unpopular opinion. Some women are delusional. The two clips I played before. One, she wanted to be outside and wanted her man to chill at the crib. That's her type. Granted, that's cool. But you will block your blessings because you want your man to be reserved. A lot of people are not reserved. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are different types of ways. So when somebody mentions that they want somebody to be reserved and the other person wants to be opposite, it's because they want to have fun in the first place. So in a situation like that, bro, even the person that's reserved or anything like that, they say opposites attract, but a lot of times it doesn't work because they don't put the work in to balance themselves. Again, let me fucking repeat that. Opposites attract, but a lot of times they don't work because they don't put the work in to take that balance or have that balance for it to work. So in that little clip and scenario, it showed you two things. It showed you one, and she didn't care. Like she might have been attracted to dude and whatever the case is, but she has a fucking standard and a preference. Excuse me. Better yet, preference. And this is preference, again, going back to preferences, standards, and all that stuff. People's preferences kill a lot of people off in terms of eligibility to date them. And these preferences that they have are very, very superficial. Like Shorty, like I said, first clip said, yo, you want to be outside. I want to be outside. Like, you feel me? I want somebody like chill, like. And I feel like you want to be outside. The dude said, nah, I'm not outside, bro. Like, but the fact that you think that because the way I'm dressed, the way I look, mind you, those shows are very, very minute in terms of time. So people have this judgmental behavior way off rip. And I'll get into that later. But when you judge somebody saying that they're outside because they got locks and they have very nice fit or whatever the case is, that's not really a reason to disregard somebody. Mind you, again, these pop the balloon shows have very, very little time for you to decide on certain things. Granted. But I've done watched a whole bunch of them. And I've done watched other things. And what I've seen, this is a very, very unpopular opinion. What I've seen is that women in general want somebody to fit their fairy tale a lot of the times. And this is shown by the sample size of shows down the road. And I'm not taking one episode to give you that. I've took notes on a bunch. And a bunch of people have this little, if it's something about from somebody's beard not connecting to somebody's straight drip down from head to toe but don't have ankle socks. I've seen all that. And it kind of like, it's not that it bothers me, but it's also very telling about the state that we're in. Because let's say you take that outside. Now, that's amplified because it's recorded. It's a show where there's 10 people or 7 people in a lineup and they will judge you off of that. Take that in the outside world. Outside world, they operate almost the same way. Like, and on top of that, you get chastised for even approaching somebody in a different situation. Like, you can't really approach somebody in the gym because it's kind of like a sanctuary. People are starting to say to go to like Home Depot and shit like that to get somebody. Bro, who wants to go to Home Depot to get a chick, bro? That's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not prepared for that. You over there trying to get like plumbing tools or whatever fuck you gonna get, you know what I'm saying? And you're not prepared to get somebody out there. So it's like, where do you find this? What kind of, help me out? Because if I'm wrong, just, you know what I mean? I like to debate shit. You know what I'm saying? So help me out on this. But I don't think that it should be limited to one little space that doesn't even make sense that that's where you got to find your chick. Because you can't approach somebody because you look like a creep. You can't go up to somebody and say that they're nice because you might look like a creep. Like, we have so many pressures, and that's why I talked about pressures before on the previous podcast, because there are so many things out there that you're restricted to. Plus the laws and regulations out here, like, they're very protected towards certain things. So people are very weary of doing that in the first place because it could be misinterpreted in the wrong way very quickly. So we are super guarded in that part. You just realize I just went like a minute, 2 minutes just on approaching. I didn't even get to like the judging part yet. That's the crazy part. That's the mindset. That's what goes into people's heads. Just approaching. Going up to somebody, saying hello already is, you've seen the explanation of a minute, 2 minutes of what I just did. And then when you do get over, for me, for example, I don't do it. Like, I literally just chill. I'm a chill dude. Like, I don't really be like, what's up? How you doing? Like, I gotta be sauce or some shit like that to be on that type of time. But let's say I get over that hump, that ordeal, and I'm like, okay, then you got to deal with rejection and all the prefaces that people have. So they look at you, they're like, what's up? How you doing? We're like, oh, no, thank you. Or, how you doing? How's everything? I was like, good. I just wanted to talk to you just to see how you doing. I seen you look cute from here. Da, 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 da. You say whatever you say. Then it becomes that whole approach where pop the balloon, where you see the first initial part of the process of how this dude looks or the attraction level. And a lot of times you're going to fail and you're going to get rejected. Sometimes, once in a blue, you might get that off of the respect of you approaching them, or you might get their number just for you to get out their face. And a lot of times I've seen that too, where it's like, yo, here and never get hit up, or they try to get contact with them and never got a response. Mind you, now that's getting over that hump. And then it's like I said, the judgmental part. This do I consider this man attractive enough? Do I consider him tall, pretty, this, that, for it all goes into a place of thinking. Does this man fit my mold and everything like that? And you see that shown through those type of shows and everything like that, because they have no choice. They stand there, the dude pops out, like there's no anything like that. In the outside world, there's options. You're not, you could just walk off and be like, I'm good, like, you feel me? That's already a first part. And then if you are in there, you catch the attention of somebody, the work of keeping to somebody, and depending on if you're attractive enough to keep them attention. So a lot of times when that happens, we get into these molds. We get into the things where, does this person fit my mold? Does he look like this? Does he eat a certain way? Does he do this? Like, and then you hear all the prefaces that you hear from Pop the Balloon, or why they pop the balloon. Oh, he's too short. He's too tall. He's too this. He's too that. He's too the. Yo, you see, you get like a whole battleship board of what the fuck is wrong with you. And then it's like, bro, like, what the fuck? Like, you can't win. This is why the way that things are now is crazy. Especially, and I tell always my people that have relationships, I'm like, appreciate them. Cherish them. If you're in a good situation, yo, stay there. Work it out. If it's something like crazy minute, work it out. Because outside is ridiculous. And it's crazy. Like, like the stories that I have, and I'm not stitching my stories. Maybe I will. I got like to get a little spicy. But like some of the stories and some of the things that I've seen and dealt with in terms of that dating part, it's like, bro, it's like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Like there's but anyways, I digress on that part, because then I'm gonna start snitching. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. But Dr. Bryan said it best, and I think she said it, I could paraphrase it, I can't really remember exactly what she said, but she said a lot of women like to fit people into their fairy tales. Like I said before, like they like to fit dudes into their fairy tale world of being a wife, being a girlfriend, and everything. And men, what we do is I want to compliment. We want to make sure that she does get the fairy tale. So there is a difference, and this is why we are going through what we're going through, because a lot of people want to fit us into that mold, and we're trying to build up so that we can have a statue. Fuck the mold. We're trying to build up so we both can have statues and shit. And that's the price of dating right now, and what we go through. We have to go through a whole bunch just to get past all this superficial shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and what's crazier about the superficial shit, it gets to a point where even people that are considered high value men, or whatever the fuck you want to call it, because I hate that type of fucking term, because I feel like everybody should bring their high value or whatever. But it gets to a point where, damn it, they even get affected too. Like, for example, I said I wasn't going to play no clips, but I actually just remembered just to play one. Just so I could show you how stupid it has gone, bruh. Give me 1 second.
Recently, I matched with a doctor on a dating app.
Oh, that's pretty cool. A lot of women want a doctor, so this should work out well.
And I was just like, I said, what do you do? He's like, I'm a doctor. And he was just like, I was like, okay, so what's your goals?
His goals? What? He's a doctor.
And he was just like, oh, no, I kind of blocked you because, like, what do you mean what's my goals? Is a doctor not enough? I don't want somebody who's content with where they are.
Content with where they are? He's a doctor.
Being a doctor is amazing. I understand what you guys go through to get there, but why can't you want more? I guess me having 3 jobs shows you that I'm never comfortable with being in one place.
Not being he need to run for the president.
It's not a money thing more, so I guess it's an ambition thing.
Did she say ambition? Yeah. Do you know how hard it is to become a doctor?
Facts.
What is wrong with this lady? It takes years to become a doctor. You saying he ain't got no ambition? Do you know why I'm not a doctor right now? Because I didn't want to do what I have to do to become a doctor. People only work 3 jobs when they don't make enough on their one job. If he's a doctor / surgeon, he probably makes enough to only work one job. Can we just close dating for like a year? Just close it. Just lock the doors. Nobody date for like a year. Just shut it down. Let's just regroup and just change some things around because this ain't working, man. This is not working.
Bro, like, I share my man's sentiment, bro. Sometimes I think the shorty said the doctor is not enough. What are his ambitions? Like, it didn't take 10 years for him to become a doctor. They make 250,000 to like 500, a million, depends on what they do. They make a lot of money. And even so, it's not about monetary thing, but even so, that disqualifies you because you don't got enough ambition. That's what I'm saying. Like, people's preferences is fucked up as of right now. So imagine doctors getting it because, oh, you don't got enough ambition. You didn't go 15 years. You ain't become the Surgeon General of the fucking United States. Like, it's getting crazy. I share my man's sentiment in terms of, I think everybody should take a chill pill, recognize that not everybody's going to feel your fairy tale story. It's better to build towards that. And yes, of course, you got to be attractive. I always said this. You always got to be attracted to who you with. Granted. But that's only part of it. That's not the overall and everything like that. And plus all these preferences after the fact that your attraction level is met disregards a whole lot of people. And it's not up with you. If I went and I was like, yo, shorty look good. But I was like, yo, your nails look your weave a little fucked up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got bigger eyelashes than I do type of shit. Like, or you know how fucking crazy that would make me sound? Y'all would call me sassy, all types of dumb shit. Like, y'all would go and rip me to shreds and put me in podcasts and go crazy. Just off the shit that I said if I was recorded. You know what I'm saying? And if that was my sentiment, like, they would kill my shit. So I think we just need to take a chill pill. My man's just right. I feel like we need to just chill. Cut off dating for like a year, maybe a year and a half. Like, you know how COVID cleared out the environment by like 25% type of shit? I feel like we need that type of thing. But we need it for ourselves because the preference stuff is getting to a point where it's getting ridiculous. Like, you hear the tiredness of my voice because I'm like, bro, why do we still gotta go through this? And again, like, I'm 37. Like, I've seen, I've been single since 2021. Seeing all this, like, and I'll be from 2021 to now, like, I've seen plenty of dating experiences and everything like that to kind of back this up, but I'm not about to do that. So I'm just telling you, we need just, as a whole earth, whole globe, whole environment in terms of dating, we need to chill and start having these conversations of why some of these preferences is a little fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Cool, granted, you can be attracted to a person, but when you start going past that and you start disregarding people with preferences, depends on what kind of preferences they are. Some of them are legit. Give y'all that. Give y'all all that in terms of, like, you want someone to be more of a Christian man. You want, cool, but when it gets to an extreme, like, celibacy, like, you need to be a nun and a priest, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that you need to chill on. But that's a topic for another day. Moving on. The last point I have, and I feel like I'm gonna leave with this because I do have other points I can go through, but I'm not going to do that. I think my focus is on a different path than talking about dating for right now. I do have a thing called Law of Happiness that I want to go through, and I think I'll go through that next week or the week after, because I feel like there's people that are unhappy, even under their shell, and sometimes we need little rules and regulations on that so that maybe it can help you with your happiness and achieving it. But the last thing I have, and I'll leave you with this, and I think this is a discussion piece. The more attractive you are, the more you get away with. And I've seen this plenty of times on Pop the Balloon as well, where whoever person is attractive, there's certain standards that drop down or certain preferences that drop down. But keep that in your head. Keep that in your mind, your mata, your little centerpiece of a soul. Because this is a discussion that I'll have later. The more attractive you are, the more you get away with. Trust me when I say it, it is a real thing. I want you to keep that sentence in your head and see outside. I'm going to leave you with that. And see what's up. See exactly if one person gets away with it. Like, let's say you stand in the club and shit, you see the most attractive person, and then you see certain behaviors and certain things. Look that up. That is your homework. If you take anything from me, I think take that. Look, go outside. Think about that shit. More attractive you are, the more you get away with. Trust me when I say it. Like, look and see what's going on outside. Or if you know a situation where they're like, yo, they get this, they get that. Yo, I mean, somebody else going to get chastised or this and that. Yo, trust me. Look into that. The other things, I'm going to leave it for later. Probably later on down the road. I do have Attraction Matters. And men were raised to love a woman and how to treat a woman, but not know what to expect from a woman. I have that too. But I'm going to save it because, like I said, I'm going to keep it short. To everybody out here, Happy New Year. Hopefully everything that you go on the new year is blessed with plenty of abundance from the Lord or the Creator, or whoever you believe in. Please be blessed. We are outside, dogs. We're doing a bunch of things. So if I'm not here hitting you with X, Y, and Z, I'm not hitting you with knowledge, it's because I'm doing other things. So the other things I am doing is, like I said, I'm working on my clothing line, my hoodie shit. Dropping one once I'm done with this recording. Also reselling the sneakers. Dropped my first show and whatnot. Sold a whole bunch. The money I sold, I never think I was going to sell that in the first show, but I did. So, you know, we outside, we doing things, and that's separate entities from what I do actually, like for work or other things like that. So I'm outside, we busy, you know what I'm saying? So if anybody listening to the whole thing, if y'all need me, catch me, let me know, hit me, yo, because I might be next week. Like I said, I'm going to God's Soul too. Like, ooh, like, yo, this mad shit I'm doing. The law of happiness is getting applied, and I'm gonna go into it when I get a chance. The next one will be the law of happiness. To break down some things. And if you guys have any comments, anything that y'all want me to talk about, like, just hit me. Just let me know. And we outside. Mad blessings, mad love. Yeah, I don't even got shit to say no more. My brain is fried. I got other shit to do. Take care. Mad love. Be easy.